Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. It's Jedi's Point of View here, and today I've got a new camera. So hopefully the quality is a lot better. You can see that the frame rates should be at 60 frames, 1080p quality. So we're jumping up a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. But today we're going to be covering some more of the Book of the Sith. It's been a little bit, and I believe the last time we left off, it was just before the Sith Holocron page. So we were getting more into a little bit of the actual Sith going-ons, how they kind of run their knowledge through generation to generation. So before we get into reading some more of this book, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you like my videos, and as always, comment what you want me to react to next in the next fan film reaction video. And let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's throw on the old reading voice. So, Sith Holocrons. At the end of our 7th day, with slaves running low, we penetrated the sanctum of Sakara Kla. This sacred tomb had apparently lain undisturbed since its sealing more than 10,000 years before. It brimmed with wonders. Here I found scrolls detailing Sith alchemy. I found the preserved body of a Terran Tech. I lost 6 more slaves to a rapacious pack of Tukata, and most impressive of all, I found the holocron of King Nagru. Yes, holocrons exist in Sith space. Sith holocrons are technologically identical to Jedi holocrons of the Republic, but they possess dark side refinements that make them ultimately superior. So these are alchemaic scrolls protected by an insanity curse. So that's them right there, the insanity curse scrolls. Scholars know that a holocron is a box of crystalline lattices, which are capable of housing near infinite amounts of priceless data. These matrices can be aligned only through precise and exhausting application of the Force. A completed holocron can be accessed by only another Force user. To navigate a holocron's secrets, one must speak to its gatekeeper, a holographic echo of the device's builder that retains a measure of the builder's spirit. Constructing a holocron can take months, and a single misstep will collapse the device into dust, which is true. All this is known to the Jedi as well. I believe the Sith purebloods may have built their first holocron after wresting the secret from the ancient alien conquerors, the Rakata. Thus, the Jedi may simply have copied the Rakatans, but Sith holocrons are distinct and devious. They are primordial, not cubical, pyramidal. What the heck? Why am I stupid? They look like pyramids. They're not cubical. To replicate the angles of power found not only within Sith tombs, but also within Sith culture. Their exteriors are carved with hieroglyphics and stylized figures from a sorcerer's seal that casts curses on unworthy seekers. So Mace Windu comments here, he goes, the Jedi have recovered many Sith holocrons, including the one built by Sorceress Sin toward the end of her life. And then Sidious leaves another comment here, little bad boy. He goes, the Jedi are easily fooled. The Sith have possessed the Sin holocron since the time of Bane. The one in the temple archive was a spying device concealed with a shrouding spell. What a bunch of small-brained individuals the Jedi are. They always have been. But on to the rest of this holocron piece here. The central crystal is the color of smoke and is both a power source and a repository for the gatekeeper's data ghost. This capstone must be etched with the builder's spirit in a Force ritual called the Rite of Commencement. Destruction of the capstone will release its gatekeeper, and one would be wise to flee rather than face down a vengeful specter. And Sith holocrons are pretty cool there. Excuse me. And Reign of the Axe. So this is very small bits of knowledge here. There's nothing really interesting to me anyways. But I'm also a Jedi, so I don't really care about the way the Sith kind of have run up like way back, because that stuff's not canon anyways, so who really gives a shit. But we have a couple war beasts here, so there's all the cool depictions of all the beasts that the Sith used in war. They'd use them to fight for their own gain. And that's a Tukata right there, what I just said, the bottom one there. And Terran Tech, there's that as well, the big boy. If you played the game SWTOR, you know what they look like anyways, because there's tons of them on Drominikas, which is the Sith homeworld, other than Korriban. Sith Alchemy. So Sith Alchemy is pretty interesting. There's a lot of comments on this one. Let's just get right into the Sith Alchemy then, eh? None of these creatures arise from nature. They are bred for their extreme forms. Breeding has limits, however. It takes generations, whereas alchemy is immediate and forever. Through alchemy, one uses the Force to effect change on the physical. I was the greatest of the master summoners who fought in the 100-year darkness. My inspirations came to me in rumors and dreams, and only now, in the minarts of Ziost, do I realize it was the call of the Sith all along. Sith alchemists have had ages to perfect their arts, and their knowledge is now mine. Sith alchemy is applied to both the living and the non-living. Each is a distinct discipline of study, with the latter being better suited for new apprentices. Alchemy on the non-living is far simpler because there are no cells that are livings to resist you. This science is used to create amulets and enhance weapons. Any object touched with alchemy science will become force-sensitive itself, forever retaining a mirror imprint of its forger. Alchemy on the living is suited only for masters. The subject's own force energy will fight you as you twist and shape the host. By recasting the shape again and again, you will get a Leviathan. So Mace commented on this and goes, the council rejects all inquiry into living alchemy. In no exceptions, the act is an affront to the living force. True, because you're not supposed to take the force for granted. It's neither the Jedis or the Siths. It's just the will of the force. Leviathans still live on Korbos, the Saratar sector. Mining Guild was supposed to alert me if they discovered another sleeper, Luke said. Which the galaxy's corrupt. They're not going to help Luke out with anything. Sith Incantations. We have some more spells here. Let's see. That's pretty neat. Let's get right into it. I'm all about it. This is going to be just a Sith spell video. It's going to be all magical. Sith Incantations. Alchemy is my science, yet I have found the Sith purebloods possess a new understanding of how to manipulate the dark side. I sought the secrets of spellcasting in my pilfered holocron, but its guardian was jealous. Casting my net wider, I recovered scrolls submerged in the blood slurry of the mongrel altar. They were concealed behind a mural of King Adas at the interior pyre. Inerted alongside the headless body of Wormuk the Undying. Reading one of these great scrolls invariably unleashed a curse. I have found that the longer I must fight off horror, blindness, or liquefaction, the more valuable it is the information that the scroll contains. It is not sufficient to simply use force powers as the Jedi teach. Ritual gives spellcasting added power. Memorize the incantations, speak them with conviction, and weave the invisible lines of power through gesture. Through this, I have changed the world in ways my teachers never imagined. So then there's a bunch of different incantation spells here. He has them each labeled there if you'd like to focus. There we go. It's pretty great artwork as well on this page. So the Suta Chuatsakak, or Bolt of Hatred. By focusing your rage on the ones who stand against you, you can conjure a spear of dark energy to pierce their flesh. Or Odijnaya, or Darkside Web. With quick and precise finger slashes, you can spin a tracery of force tendrils to block a sword or blind a foe. Or Kozi Kayansuka, or Suppressed Thought. By first adding your victim's brain and then supplanting the quieted thoughts within the sound of your own voice, you can control the will of another. Duo Ut Sisa, or Summon Demon. By concentrating on the air and energy around you, you can call forth a manifestation of the dark side. A dream beast has no true form. Its shape is whatever its victim fears most. A smoke demon can travel as wind-blown miasma or coalesce into solid form when commanded to attack. It can vaporize the body of a victim by entering its nose or mouth through its vulnerable to force-based counterattack. So it has a weakness. Or there is Isai Winnoka Hayokut, or Reanimated Dead. This complex spell animates both the freshly dead and the skeletons of the carrion fields, transforming them into an unstoppable legion impervious to pain and unable to transmit a necromancy infection by biting. I would have taken pleasure in meeting the Dathra Grush, who died decades before our arrival. Though he is gone, it was he who melded alchemy and spellcasting to perfect necromancy. That's pretty cool. And that's what their necromancy looks like right there, if you'd like to focus. The new camera is so sick. I love it. There's more words of power here. So this is your words of power. Proof is in the Sith Scrolls I acquired. When read, they release malevolence as a safeguard against those who would unlock their secrets. Better to leave hundreds blinded with a blinding curse than surrender power to a single fool. And then there's all the Sith words of power there. Pretty interesting looking. I'd like to learn how to speak those words of power. Just kidding. Little One, Shadowborn, Summon Demon, Pain, Blackest Timber. And that's it. That's all the Sith alchemy and incantations that you could ever want to learn about, according to the Book of the Sith anyways. I'm sure we'll learn more in the new Acolyte TV show, but I'm going to go over the Sith Code at the end here. It's the last little bit. There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge. There is no passion, there is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony. There is no death, there is the Force. That's your Jedi Code. And then your peace is a lie, there is only passion. Through passion I gain strength. Through strength I gain power. Through power I gain victory. And through victory my chains are broken. The Force shall free me. So basically the polar opposite of the Jedi's code, which makes sense because they are polar opposites. But I really like the Sith Code because you can apply it to real life if you're not trying to be evil with it, you know? Because it is true. Through passion, you can gain strengths. Through strength, you can gain power. And through power, you can gain victory. That part of it makes sense. But peace is a lie. There's only passion. I believe there is peace in this world. And like the Jedi Code says, there is no emotion, there's peace. There's no ignorance, there's knowledge. There's no passion, there's serenity. There's no chaos, there's harmony. There's no death, there's the Force. So I love it. These two codes, some of the best stuff you'll ever read. I love George Lucas's creative mind. He has studied religion and politics around the world for many, many years, and then he took it to Star Wars and wrote his own religion, basically. And that's what I'm out here doing, is trying to just practice the Jedi religion and try to be as one I can be with my being, and not the outside world around me, the consumerism world. But as I say that, I just got a new camera for my birthday, so, you know, I'm quite a consumer myself. But as always, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you like it, and I'll see you in the next one. May the Force be with you always.